Hi everyone, I'm Ben from SalesSPACE and this is another weekly tech tip. Today's tech tip is about Zoho Flow. So Zoho Flow is one of the apps that's included in the Zoho One suite, and what it does is it connects different apps together. So it can connect one Zoho app to another Zoho app, or it can also connect a third-party app to a Zoho app. So for instance, Google Sheets, you could connect that to Zoho CRM. Similar to Zapier in the way it works. So if we have a look here on the website, you'll see here it's got a little overview and an example flow here. Okay, so if we go to the flow gallery page, this is a really useful page on their website because it actually will tell you all the apps which Zoho Flow can connect to. Okay, so you'll see they're all listed here. You can search for them. So if we search for Google Sheets, you'll see it comes up here with the other Google apps. Okay, and if we just click on it, it gives us some examples of what we can do here. So here's one that says you can add contacts in Zoho campaigns for each time a new row is created in Google Sheets. Okay, it's just an example. And then down here we have the triggers and the actions. So a trigger is telling you what you can do with a Google Sheet. So when a new row is added here, you can then go and do something with one of your other apps. Okay, and then there's a number of triggers. And then the actions are things which you can make the Google Sheets do, okay, at the other end. So you could do something in campaigns and then you could, as the action, go and create a row, okay, in your Google Sheet. Okay, so you can do things at both ends. So that's a good page to have a look at. If you want some ideas about what you can do or what you can connect to, definitely have a look at this page and see if it's got the apps which you use. Okay. Now if we go into Zoho Flow, okay, so this is Zoho Flow, the app. Each one of these squares is a flow that we've set up, okay, in SalesSPACE. And you can see here it tells you whether they're turned on or off. This is the name here of this particular flow. And then the icons represent the apps which are connected. Okay, so this one, Zoho Mail, is connected to Zoho Click. And then the name gives you an idea what it actually does. So if we have a look at this one down here, so it tells you here, and it's got a description, the campaigns, notifications, send to Click. Okay, you can see here we've got the two connections and then the recent times that this flow has run. Then if we go across to the Builder tab, this shows us the actual flow. Okay, so it's connecting to Zoho campaigns, and it says when a campaign is sent, then it sends a message in Zoho Click. Okay, so we can just edit this one and have a look at it. So this is Zoho Click, so it's sending a message to this channel. Okay, so the channel is called campaigns. And then down here, this is the particular message it will post in the channel. So it says the campaign and then the name of the campaign. So that's a merge field, has been sent successfully. Okay. And so when we're in Zoho Click here, we can get any of that information from the campaign because the two are connected together. So we can get like the name of the campaign or the created date or the sent date. And that's because we've got this arrow between the two. So that's sort of indicating that there's data flowing between the two apps there. Okay. And they can be any of the two apps which we just looked at in the flow gallery. And then you can do different things. So on the left here, if we look at the Google Sheets one, so this is where we can see Google Sheets. Click on this. So it shows us the different things we can do here, and we just drag them across and then we just add the arrow between them and that connects it. Okay, so it's quite simple. Then it's just a matter of adding in the fields, just filling out the fields. Okay, so just understanding that you can get information here and enter it into these fields. But once you've done a couple, it's fairly straightforward. Then you can turn them on or off. Okay, up here. You can test them as well. And then you have a history tab, and the history tab shows you when it's run and if there were any errors. Okay, so if we look at the last 7 days, we can see this one's run on the 3rd of September at 1:45. And if we click on it, so it shows us how the data went through the different steps in the flow. Okay, so the input into this step, and then the output. So basically a campaign was sent, it was this campaign, then it went to Zoho Click, okay, and it outputted, sent the message in the channel, so that was a successful one. But if you're debugging any errors, the errors will come up in here as well, okay, so you can trace them. So that's just a little overview of how Zoho Flow works. It's a really useful tool that's included in Zoho One, so definitely worthwhile checking it out. All right, I hope this has been useful for you, and I'll see you next time.